right, guys, here we go. Tuesday morning, April 7th. Let's jump in here real quick and do our warm-up, our vocabulary, and our writing, and then we'll move on in the second video to our novel study, the pre-learning that we are doing before we jump into the novel itself. But let's start with this today. All right. It says circle the compound word. The shadow puppet screen is set up across a courtyard in front of the veranda. Which one of the words in that sentence is a compound word? Circle that. This is asking us to write the plural form of each noun. All right. We have puppets. This word ends in a consonant. So we can just add the S. But you have to do something different to this word and to this word. And I want you to think about it, and I want you to write your answer. Do not write child with an S on there, because that would be wrong. What is the plural of child? More than one child. Okay? All right, and here we go. We're going to circle the linking verb. Now, a linking verb, guys, connects the subject of the sentence with an additional subject in the sentence. A linking verb is not an action word. It is a word. Any of the to be verbs are linking verbs. Okay? So I want you to look at this sentence. Which word links the subjects in the sentence? There's one little bitty word. Figure it out. All right, here we go. It says, what is wrong with this sentence? Wayang performances lasts all night. So I'm just going to teach this one real quick to you. If our noun is plural, it can't be plural in the verb, right? So Wayang performances last all night. You cannot have the S on there for that to be proper. Yeah, I helped you out on that one. You're welcome. All right, here we go. Let's look at number 5. It says, which keywords would you use to look up information about traditional Indonesian shadow puppets? Would you use shadows in Indonesia, puppets traditional, or shadow puppets? If you wanted to look up information about traditional Indonesian shadow puppets. And where would you look? Would you look in the encyclopedia, a dictionary, or an atlas? Think about what is an atlas, what kind of information does an atlas give us, what kind of information does the dictionary give us, and what can we get from an encyclopedia. And look here, this little pencil, he's a puppet, and he said, who's pulling my strings? That's hilarious. All right, guys, let's move on to vocabulary. All right, the word for today is cron. Every one of you knows this word. We did this one in class. I better hear you shouting. What does cron mean? Shout it. Shout it louder. What does it mean? It means time. It means time. So, let's look at our words. Synchronize. We see chronological, and chronicle. Okay? You are to tell me, draw a picture that represents chron to you. Trivia. In Greek mythology, Kronos is the Greek god of what? Better not miss that, okay? And move down here. Write 2 complete sentences with words containing the root word cron. Don't forget punctuation and spelling. And don't forget every sentence begins with what? A capital letter. That is correct. All right, moving on to your writing piece for this week. We're writing an opinion paper this week. You were supposed to come up with a list of movies that you really, really love and talk about why. Be willing to or ready to talk about that movie in a way that you want to convince somebody to see that movie. Okay? So that was Miss Simpson's list of movies: Michael, Fried Green Tomatoes, Steel Magnolias, Shawshank Redemption, and St. Ralph. That was my list of movies. So today, you can use a scratch paper. This can be for your final draft, but you are to write a rough draft of your opinion piece. Now, let's look back up here at the top where it says, think about the best movie you've ever seen. What did you like about it? I want you to write a review for this movie. If necessary, go online and look at some movie reviews to your favorite movies. Now, do not copy what somebody else wrote online. I want you to do your own work. Write one paragraph. That's all Miss Simpson's asking for. Pretend like you're talking to your friends and tell them why they must see this movie. Okay, you are writing a movie review about a movie you really loved. Now, I will give you permission to go the opposite way. Maybe you've seen a movie that you thought was just ridiculous, crazy, you couldn't believe anybody would make a movie like that, and it was just bad, that bad. Maybe you should write a review on why I shouldn't see a specific movie. Okay? Remember, though, your choices have to be school appropriate, and so does your review. It has to be school appropriate. All right? So you choose. You're either going to convince me to see a movie or convince me to stay away from a movie. And maybe the movie you choose to convince me to stay away from might be one of my favorite movies, and I would have to write an opinion to tell you why you should watch that movie. But either way, that's your job today. Write a rough draft for this opinion piece. Tomorrow we will revise and edit. Okay? So until I see you tomorrow, take good care of yourself and the people around you, and I will see you tomorrow. And don't forget, look for the second video today of our novel study pre-teach. Okay, bye.